Hey, John. Man, can you get off the bus?
This is my seat.
I'm white.
Could you please get off the bus,
I
ma'am?
I will not get off this bus.
Ma'am, you need to get off the bus.
I refuse.
No, you need to get off the bus,
I'm not
ma'am.
getting off the bus.
Ma'am, it is
I'm
the
not
law.
getting off the bus.
Law, you cannot fight with the
I'm
law.
not getting off the bus.
Get off the bus.
Oh hi, didn't see you there. I'm Rosa Parks. Civil rights are the right of the citizens to political and social freedom and equality. On December 1st, 1955, I refused to give my seat up to a white man on a Montgomery City bus. Because of this, the civil rights movement emerged, giving way to a 13-month mass protest that ended with the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that segregation on public buses is unconstitutional.
Hi, I'm nobody important. Following what Little Rosa Parks said, I want to add that in 1954, the Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. The case that led to that was Brown versus Board of Education, which made desegregation decrease really slow, and by the end of the 1950s, fewer than 10% of black people were in the South were attending integrated schools.
Elections. There are several kinds of elections. There are congressional elections, which means every 2 years, voters elect members for the House and the Senate, which is Congress, by the way. There is also primary elections. These are between the candidates of each party to choose the nominees for the presidential election. Then you go to presidential elections, which is the indirect election in which citizens that are registered to vote cast your ballots. Hey, then guess what? Those members of your House and of your Senate, they get together, they choose your president. Go America. Well, you also have the general elections, which is just between all the party nominees and the independent. Then you got your special elections, which basically just, replace a member of Congress who, Elections.
Why'd you do that?
American parties today. We have a divided nation, which means the South is very Republican and the North is very Democrat. We get our ideologies from informal and subjective affiliation with a political party. Party identification is the single best predictor of how people will vote. Your party platform, which is usually what this is based off of, is the official statement of the political party. The United States has a two-party system with various multi-party systems. This means there's a winner-take-all system. Versus proportional representation in multi-party systems. This two-party system leads to stable government versus multi-party systems, which make government unstable.
What's a Democrat?
What's a Republican?
What's an independent?
In America, there's two major political parties. The first one is a Democrat. A Democrat tends to believe that abortion should stay legal. They tend to believe in progressive taxation. They tend to believe in decreasing the military budget. While a Republican tends to believe the quite opposite. So abortion shouldn't be legal, an increase in military spending, and a flat tax. In recent years, many people have started to identify as an independent. An independent may have views that differ from the two major political parties. Mass media are means of communication such as newspapers and television. Media is often called the fourth estate or branch of government because of its influence. Television first replaced newspapers as America's principal source of political news in the 1960 presidential debate. Media helps set the national agenda. Agenda setting focuses public attention on certain aspects of American politics. The media influences people to believe what issues are important. The media can also make politicians talk about issues they may not have talked about otherwise. However, the media can be biased. The media tends to focus on issues that will receive the highest ratings. Things like sound bites shorten the actual statements or speeches that can be harmful towards the speaker.
North Korea poses a serious threat to the United States. They use their advancing weaponry without any consideration for global consequences. I don't hate the Korean people, I just hate their foreign policy.
Hi, my name is Donald Trump.
Would you like a glass of champagne?
No. Article 2 of the Constitution outlines the powers of the President. As the President, I have several legislative powers. I can give annual State of the Union messages which identify problems and recommend policies. I can also identify issues on annual budget and economic reports. I can sign or veto bills. I can propose legislation and use influences to get it passed. For executive powers, I can enforce laws, treaties, and court decisions, issue executive orders, appoint officials, remove officials, assume emergency powers, and I reside over the cabinet and executive branch.